Okay, so we just started to record. So I just want to say hello and welcome everybody to the call. My name is Jennifer Straub, and I am going to, you're going to see me referencing notes because I have the gift of gab and I will get off topic. So I'm going to look at my notes so we can kind of stay on time and I won't keep y'all here all night long. But I wanted to welcome you all. This is what we call a Juice Plus Freedom Revolution event. And I'll be hosting it along with Valerie, and then Kristen can chime in. And we're here in order to set up a network for Kristen, just on the topic of healthy families. You've been invited because Kristen obviously respects you and loves you and could use some help brainstorming and getting some ideas of who may be interested in learning more about this. So this is very relaxed. Feel free to ask questions. We're not asking you to buy anything or sign up, so it's very relaxed. We just want to share some quick information with you on what we do and why we're on this mission that we're on. So to kick the call off, I'll start with a question. Do you all agree that it's kind of challenging to be healthy these days?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so we all want to. We all want to look good. We want to feel great. We want to live a long, healthy life. Problem is, as we try to do that, and as people try to do that, there are a lot of challenges along the way. And that's kind of where we come in. We are on what we call a healthy living revolution. And we are here Valerie and Kristen and I are here along with thousands of others who just want to lock arms with families and help them improve their health and their well-being and take healthy back. And so we do that in very simple, fun ways. But the goal of the Healthy Living Revolution is to join families and help them, meet them where they are and empower them with some tools to help carry them forward to healthier well-being. And we actually do that through 3 different avenues, basically. One is through free resources. Another one is through nutrition support. And then the third is the organization that makes it all possible. So with the free resources, we have a website, which we can send you the links to, called the Healthy Living Revolution. And it is a fantastic resource for people to go on and see recipes, see exercise videos, to watch short videos on the trending health topic, all sorts of recorded calls from doctors. It is our resource to help you raise your family in healthy ways with all sorts of information. And then we have a Healthy Starts program for our children to help, because if we can raise the next generation to be making better choices and living healthier, then it's a win. That's what we're here for, is to help the existing generation and the generations to come. Second way we do this is through our nutritional support. And we do, so as you know, your nutrition and what you're eating is a foundation to your health. I mean, everything relies on that. And so we really need to flood our bodies daily with the most important foods that we can eat, and that is raw fruit, vegetables, and berries. They're not just good for us, but they're absolutely critical for our health and our wellness. So we're supposed to eat a wide variety, between 9 and 13 servings a day, and really virtually nobody does. So think back on your nutrition over the last week. Did anybody get 9 to 13 servings of fruit or veggies in a day or a couple days?
Probably 2, but not 1.
So you got all 9 to 13 servings a day, in one day, right?
No, in 2 days.
In
not
2 days.
1, but probably
Okay.
2. Yeah.
Okay. So you're already eating pretty healthy then. That's great.
Right.
That's great, because you get it. And that makes our job even easier when you get it. And I love meeting someone who's already trying to do it than someone who doesn't get it and is going through fast food every day. So you are exactly the type of person that we're looking for, is someone who gets it and just needs a little help, and knows that they need it. So that's kind of where we are. So the best thing, even people who are trying to eat healthy every single day, it's very hard to do that. And that's where we have Juice Plus. That's where our product comes in. So a little bit about what Juice Plus is. Juice Plus is 30 different raw, vine-ripened fruit, vegetables, and grains. It's all whole foods. It is all non-GMO'd and NSF certified to be completely pure. I like to call it my salad bar in a capsule. It's important to understand the process that the plants go through to be encapsulated or in a chewable form. Our fruit and veggies are all, and berries are all completely vine ripened. That makes a big difference because they remain on the plant until they're at the nutrition is fully developed. Anything you buy in a store is plucked so early in order to get it to the store. Apples are even picked a year prior to hitting the grocery store. So ours are allowed to remain on the vine to have the full nutritional value of them. Then they are ground up, which is actually better than juicing because we grind up the whole fruit, vegetable, and berry, including the peels, the leaves, whatever the seeds, whatever is in there, we are going to grind up and put in there. And that's important because if you take an orange, for example, 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel. I don't know about you guys, but I take the peel off when I eat my orange. Father-in-law eats the peel, but I don't do that. Try, can't do that again. So that we need all the different parts of the fruit to actually get the dense nutrition, and Juice Plus grinds them so that we have all that. It's slow dried at low temperatures, preserving the live nutrients in it, and that's huge that we maintain all the live enzymes in our fruit and veggies, and then it's put into a chewable or capsule form. What I love the most about Juice Plus is it is scientifically proven. Excuse the dog in the background. Scientifically proven. It has been published in 38 different peer-reviewed journals, which is huge. You had to go through a medical panel to get on there in medical journals, and there's more on the way. So we're constantly going through this process. It's not a vitamin. It's actually, there they are. This is all the Juice Plus fruit, veggie, and omegas, and I'm going to try to show you this, see if you can see. If you see the nutrition facts, it is not a vitamin. It does not have supplement information. It actually has nutrition facts, so it is actually whole food. So fruit, veggie, and vineyard or berries, it's actually whole food nutrition. It's as if you're to sit at the table and eat it. If you go and pick up a nutrition label on frozen broccoli, it's going to have the same thing as the nutrition facts. It is food. Actually, we're here in Kentucky, and it's not even taxed in Kentucky because it's food. I don't know about Tennessee. I'm not sure about that. There are no warning labels, which is great, even better. So this is safe for pregnant women, babies, adults. Anybody can take it because there are no warning labels at all. And we'll get to this, but while I've got it, I'll show you. It has the safety standards of the NSF certification and kosher. And we'll get to that in a second. Well, I'll go ahead and go into that now. So the NSF certification is telling you that absolutely everything is in there that we say is in there. So everything that we claim is in there is on the label, nothing else, and we didn't leave anything out. So everything we say is in there, and nothing else is added to it. And then it promises that, I just repeated that, sorry. And then it also says that it's 100% mold, yeast, bacteria, herbicide, pesticide free. We're being used in hospitals. And so we have to make sure every batch is pharmaceutical grade. And that's why we're so proud of that NSF certification there. That's a very, very hard stamp to get. And we make sure our products keep to that standard. So along with our fruit and veggies, we also have the omegas. This is very exciting because this is one of our newer products. And it is made of 6 different plant sources, which makes it sustainable and safe. It is a full spectrum of your omegas. You've got your omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Fantastic product, and it's a new processing that was developed that encapsulates it at a very low temperature technology. So none of the delicate oils in here are damaged at all. So it's a phenomenal product with new technology to keep all that in there. We also, before I move on, we have the chewable form also of our capsules. just not the omega form. We have the chocolate and vanilla complete shake, which is a vegan, gluten-free, whole food protein, fiber, amino acids, and fruits and veggies, all in a protein powder. Fantastic product for breakfast, for a post-workout, or just for a snack. My family does it every morning for breakfast. We have our complete bars, which are nutrition bars that are the cousin to our shakes. And we have our Tower Garden. I'm just showing you a picture because mine's out on the back deck. So this is the Tower Garden. It is a completely aeroponic growing system, 5 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide. We have them in our school teaching. There's a whole curriculum with them. But we say Juice Plus is whole food nutrition in a capsule or on your table. We provide, and that's our whole goal, is to get this into people in the easiest, simplest form possible. So before we go on any further, just a quick product story from me for our Juice Plus, and I'll keep it very, very short. But I've been with the company now for 16 years, and my product story has evolved along the way, and I've been amazed to see the different targets that my family has needed. My son was adopted. He was premature, anemic, you name it, he had it. And when we brought him home, he was born prematurely, developed pancreatitis at 5 months. And he was very sick and malnourished when we brought him home from Kazakhstan. He was on 5 breathing treatments a day, 2 steroids, and we were told he would never be able to play sports. My daughter does not have a competitive bone in her body, so we were kind of devastated over this. He was our hope for sports. He is now at soccer practice because within 6 weeks of Juice Plus, we were able to wean him off all breathing treatments. He hasn't had one now in 12 years, and he plays travel sports. He plays travel soccer, school soccer, basketball, swimming, you name it. It's all because the Juice Plus stopped his asthma.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Other stories, I reversed an autoimmune disease, and it's just by if you get the nutrition in your body every day, it balances out your system, and your body can handle whatever comes its way. And so that's my product story. With that, Valerie, why don't you unmute yourself and just a few minutes tell your product story.
Okay. Like Jennifer, I feel like my story is quite involved too, but I'm going to pare it down for time's sake. The bottom line is I had chronic fatigue. Well, first let me say I'm Valerie O'Rear, and I'm a registered nurse and an exercise physiologist by trade, but this is all I do anymore. And I'm a wife, and I have 3 kids, and I've homeschooled all 3 of them. I only have 1 left at home. I've got 2 in college now. And so backing it up for several years ago, I had chronic fatigue, and the kids and I were sick all the time. My husband was on the road all day and was concerned that his diet wasn't protecting his health. We're in our 50s, and so we're thinking about, wow, we want to die healthy. So we're really focused on trying to protect our health. And honestly, when we first heard about Juice Plus, I was a huge skeptic, and I think a lot of that has to do with my medical background. But I delved into the research on it, and that's what really spoke to me, and I was sold. Once I started eating it regularly, my fatigue disappeared within a few weeks, and now we rarely get sick. So it's been a huge blessing to us. It also has relieved that mom pressure that we put on ourselves to perfectly nourish our kids and provide the best for them. Because now, we have we've got a safety net in place for those times when we don't eat well. And honestly, with 2 kids in college, I know what they're eating, and I'm just thankful that they beg for their Juice Plus so they can have that every day. So that's the brief story.
Thank you. Kristen, do you want to tell any of yours, Kristen?
Well, I was interested because, like Valerie said, I know that we need more nutrition in our diets, and I tried many different ways to get that in my family's diet. And even if I got it on the table, the kids would just snarl their nose at what I put before them and didn't want to eat it. So they love the gummies. They ask me every day for their gummies. And so now I know, even though we're running from ball game to ball game or wherever, they're getting their fruits and vegetables, even though it's still crazy busy.
That's
I
fabulous.
will add too that the reason why I started sharing this, and I think that Kristen probably is aware of this too as a nurse. Everybody knows that eating lots of fruits and vegetables is the #1 way to prevent and fight disease. And in my 30 years of nursing, I tried to get people to eat more, but none of us do it. I don't do it. And, I learned through all those years of education, of trying to educate the patients, that it's a behavior problem. It's not an education problem. So when I found such a simple solution that was backed by solid research, I wanted to be a part of it. And honestly, I feel like I'm making a real impact in people's health that I didn't get the opportunity to do as a nurse, because we're always putting Band-Aids on people and treating sickness instead of preventing sickness. Because we can't, in case you haven't figured it out yet, we're not very good at curing sickness. And so I'm really focused, and I have a heart and a passion for prevention. And so that is, really rewarding and satisfying. And so I love when finding somebody like Kristen who gets it, and especially as a nurse who can understand the importance of this, and how just the potential for the impact that we can have in people's lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Valerie. All right. So that's kind of a good segue right into the third door, which is the business. And that is the freedom revolution side. The mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. It's really important to note that 80% of our Juice Plus customers have no affiliation with the company. They are just strictly customers. We are a product-driven company. You have people who serve those customers, like Valerie, Kristen, and myself now. So we have partnered with the company in order to spread and inspire healthy living around the world. But 80% of our customers are only customers. So we're not just spreading the business side. We do a lot. We get paid very well and do a lot of good for people, and we have a lot of fun. And our own personal stories resonate so deeply within us that we want to share it with others, and that's why we do what we do. There are two common questions that people ask about the Juice Plus company, and number one is, how does it work? So the business is open to anybody who's over 18 years old. It's called a virtual franchise. And it's only $50 to start. So you have your own franchise for $50. Representatives have their own online website and their personal website to run their business. They can do it on any device. I mean, this is my most important device for my business. I do it on the go when I'm with my kids sitting in carpool, at soccer games. It allows me to be the mom I want to be and present in their lives all the time and still run a whole business. We earn residual income just by simply word of mouth, sharing the product, and the company does the rest for us. They do absolutely everything. They manufacture Juice Plus, they deliver Juice Plus, they bill and collect from our customers, they pay us by direct deposit monthly. So I'm not exchanging any money ever. I'm not getting money from the customers, and luckily, I'm not making Juice Plus, because it would not be the good product that it is if you left it up to someone like me. That's why the company's behind us. We have no inventory to keep. The only Juice Plus products I touch are the ones my family takes. The company handles everything else. And all of our commission levels are permanent. So it's not something that we have to earn every single month. Once we receive a promotion, we maintain that promotion, which is fantastic because it allows everybody to go at their own pace and allows everybody to put their priorities where they need to be at the time. I have taken a year off the business 3 separate times. Once was to adopt that son I was telling you about. So the company has our family focus as first and foremost, and they bless us with that. You worked hard here, take some time, whatever you need to do. They give us those permanent positions. So I greatly appreciate that. There's also no glass ceiling on our income or territorial restrictions. We operate in 20 different countries. since the company ships everything, it allows us to spread our territories wherever we need to go. So the second question that a lot of people ask is kind of a silly question, but what's so great about the Juice Plus company? It's great because it was formed 50 years ago. And the president and founder is the same one still at the helm of the company. Our founder is still the president. We haven't gone through exchanges. It is privately held. It is debt-free. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. Like I said, I've been with them 16 years, and my husband's a businessman and owns his business, and I was very reluctant to get involved in anything. His main statement was, I don't want you getting involved because you could take our family business away. And he was very worried that his dad had built this business. He looked into the company, and he's the one who encouraged me to do it because of the background of the company and the stability of the company. And he's gone to corporate events with me and is very pleased with it. The other thing on why it's so great is we have a family benefit package. So when you reach the top position of the company, you get your medical, your dental, disability, life, long-term care. You get everything, chiropractic care, prescription coverage, even tuition assistance from the company. So you get holiday bonuses and monthly bonuses. So this business can produce short-term cash as well as long-term wealth and retirement strategies. So that's why we love it so much. We are making a difference in people's health and nutrition daily and impacting our family with security long-term. So we also, another thing, just our company is not only into inspiring healthy living, but they're also very into healthy giving. We have impacted over 1 million families with free Juice Plus for their children. That's our Healthy Starts program, which we can, or the Family Health Study, which we can share with you, providing free children between a certain age range, Juice Plus. So we are giving products away all the time. We are the primary sponsor of the St. Jude's Marathon. We are very involved in the Boys and Girls Club and Volunteers of America. In fact, we're giving a Tower Garden to all the Boys and Girls Clubs around the United States in order to help these kids get off the street, learn the impact that food has on them, learn how to grow things. And we're also giving a Vitamix to every Boys and Girls Club to make sauces, make pestos. And then these kids are getting off the street. They're learning the importance of nutrition. They're making things and then selling them, learning about business. So we're changing the trajectory of their life through simple aspects of nutrition. And if you would like to learn more about how we're doing that, then we can always explain that later. So Valerie kind of explained her business story. My business story is I was just a stay-at-home mom. That's all I was until we saw the benefit of it. And my husband's the one who actually said, you need to look at this. We went over to Kazakhstan to adopt my son. I took a year off the business. My income did not drop below $1,000. It was up to $1,000 when I left for Kazakhstan. And my husband was doing our taxes and said, what on earth did you do last year? And I said, I'm so sorry. I did nothing, not a thing. And he's like, honey, your income didn't drop. I mean, I maybe did a 5-minute phone call the whole year. And because the company continues to ship every 4 months for us, it sustained my income. So I'm overseas adopting our son, and I'm getting deposits in our checking account. And then when my son was able to get off his breathing treatments, that's when my husband, it was all kind of at the same time. We just weaned off breathing treatments, and he was doing our taxes. And that's when he said, you actually have a moral obligation to get out and teach other families how this nutrition has impacted our family. And we knew the kids, we wanted private schools, we wanted all that. And he saw the income. And so literally 16 years ago is when I decided I need to share this. So there's kind of my business story. I love Valerie's with the nursing background, seeing the medical. I didn't have that. I don't have any background. I'm a banker by trade. So I didn't have any of that. I have a business side, but it was more my husband looking at it. Valerie, do you want to add anything on the business story?
No, I didn't realize you were going to go into it, so I went ahead and said that then. It just seemed to fit.
That's fine. It was perfect. So basically, in conclusion, we're looking for people, and to help Kristen, we're looking for two different types of people. One is just someone who just wants to take their health back, or could benefit from this, kind of gets nutrition, or wants a free resource with the Healthy Living Revolution. We are here to teach them everything if they don't get it already. But if you all can think of anybody that this nutrition can impact, that would be a great help to Kristen. And then the second type person is if you can think of anybody who wants to earn a stable residual income and expand their options. I mean, that can be a stay-at-home mom that wants to spend more time with their kids. It could be a business person who wants a plan B. I mean, my husband saw so much benefit in this and security for our family long term. And I mean, we'll have a family company for years to come, but not forever. And this is forever. So this could be someone just looking. Another example is my pediatrician. My pediatrician refers his patients to me because he loves the medical research behind it. But he said, I'm working long hours. I don't want to do this forever. And so he donates all of his income to a charity now because he has his practice, but he wants to retire on this income. So who do you know that maybe aware of health and the health issues out there and would like to retire with this and then just be impacting lives? So that if you can just kind of think about two different types of people, whether it's product side or business side, that would greatly, greatly help Kristen as we move forward. And if you think they would like this call, we could send them this. We've got lots of other videos. We've got live events. So that's where you all could help Kristen start her mission of inspiring healthy living. That's my presentation. I'd love for you all to take yourselves off mute. And if you have any questions about the product or the company, Valerie and I would be more than happy to answer those for you.
So you said at one point grains. What are the grains that are included in this stuff?
So we've got, and I'll tell you, it's kind of funny. I kind of laugh that there are grains in here because I don't do grains. I don't handle, my body doesn't digest them well. And because everything's in a pre-digestive form, I can handle these. So at least I know I'm getting some whole foods. So we've got some rice bran. It's completely gluten-free.
Okay.
But we've got rice bran in here.
In the capsules and chewables, we used to have oat bran as well.
We used to have it, but it's not anymore.
And so they took that out because so many people were concerned about the gluten-free aspect, and so
Right.
they wanted to respond to that. And they're very responsive to consumer concerns.
Right.
And so they took out the oat bran so that it would not be an issue at all. So there's only rice bran in the capsules and chewables. And
I am completely gluten-free. I didn't even have a problem with the oats because there was no gluten in them, but too many questions about that.
Okay. And then what's in the drinks? The vanilla and chocolate?
Now, I'll tell you, they do have grains in that one. I do have trouble with the drinks. I can't digest the quinoa in there. But they have, Valerie, you can help me with this. They've got all sorts of things that are added in, the spirulina, the grains in the drink are the ancient grains. There's quinoa, amaranth, and it's not millet, is it? Let me go get one.
Quinoa, amaranth.
Y'all, you keep talking, Valerie. I'll go grab one.
While she goes and grabs it.
Okay.
I know there are broccoli sprouts. There's the superfood spirulina. So, but as far as grains go, gosh, I used to have those memorized. I guess nobody's asked me that in a while. I know it's amaranth and anyway. What other questions do y'all have?
So I have bought like the three, the fruits, the berries, and the vegetables, and I started taking them wholeheartedly, like 2 every day. But then I noticed that, and I think it's the vegetables that mess my stomach up. So what do you do about that? Because we have the bottles. You know what I mean?
Sure. Do you take them with food?
Yes.
I recommend that you do that. One thing that I've noticed is that it seems to Do you have digestive issues?
Only with, I've noticed corn bothers my stomach some, and then the gluten does too.
Okay. So every time I've noticed that if Juice Plus causes some stomach upset, it's because there are existing digestive issues, and it seems to reveal those issues. So I would say if you know that it's the green one for sure, I would say always make sure that you take the green with food. And if you want to, you can start off with just taking one green capsule with food and then see how you do for like a week. And if you tolerate that well, then go ahead and add the next green one with food.
Okay.
See how that goes. If at any time you have trouble with it, go back down to where you were without any trouble.
Okay.
So
I've started, like I completely got off of them for a week so they wouldn't be in my system. And then I started back with the fruits. And now I started today with the berries again. And I'm only doing one for 2 or 3 days. And then I'll do 2 to make sure that I'm good. So I will start back with the vegetables again. But I'm just wondering if that's maybe the broccoli or something in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no way to tell. Usually people don't have trouble with it because Jennifer was saying earlier that it's pre-digested, and basically what that means is it's in a capsule form so that it bypasses the mouth, the oral part.
Right.
Usually where problems with digestion initiate, because then this will go to the stomach and just get absorbed right in the small intestine. But if you notice that you're having a problem with that, you've done well to do that, and then add a green and try it for a day. And if you want to wait a couple of days in between that green to make sure you tolerate that one well without a problem, but definitely take it with food too and see if that helps.
Okay.
Because I've also seen this, that if you're just patient and do that with it, then in time, that all of that nutrition helps to heal what the problem is, and then you're able to get it to the suggested amount. And which brings up a whole other issue, that it is just a suggested amount. It's nutrition. Like Jennifer was saying, it's got a nutrition facts label. So we have to start somewhere. So there's a suggested amount on the bottle. The sicker one is, the bigger one is, the more nutrition, the bigger gun you need to fight your disease, then the more you want to eat, because the more nutrition you need. But if you can't tolerate it, then I say start off small and slowly build.
Okay.
And I have irritable bowel syndrome personally, and it has regulated that completely. So if you're having some stomach upset, usually it's a form of detox, and that goes away. The question is, how uncomfortable are you are you willing to go through that? So my mother had some bloating and gas issues.
Okay.
That was her biggest issue. And it took her a good 2 to 3 weeks. And she's been on it now for 16 years, ever since I was on it. But she did have some of that discomfort at the beginning. Luckily, I did not with my irritable bowel, but I can tell you it's regulated my irritable bowel, so I don't have any problems with it with other foods anymore. So being sensitive to that kind of stuff, it definitely take it down a level, like Valerie said. But if you can take it every couple of days until you build a tolerance to it, it will subside. It just depends on what you're willing to do. If it comes down to it, we can get you an order without the greens.
Okay.
And do all reds or berries. Just to answer, you were asking about the grains on on the shakes, and Valerie was right. It is millet, but it says a proprietary ancient grain and sprout blend, which is broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, organic amaranth, organic quinoa, and organic millet.
So it is, okay. So it is millet.
Yep. Very good. Okay.
And it's all gluten-free, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Gluten and dairy-free.
Yeah, everything we have is gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, low glycemic, so you don't have to worry about your blood sugar spiking like the shakes are high in fiber, and so that and has several different protein blends in it. And so all of that works together to prevent a high blood sugar spike and a high insulin spike.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
Very good questions.
What's in the omega?
The omega is fantastic. It is the omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9.
Right.
And that comes from the, I have to put my readers on. And this is our newest product, and I can't tell you how I appreciate it. And some of these I might mispronounce, so Valor, help me out. The algal oil, pomegranate seed oil, sea buckthorn berry oil. I cannot keep that one straight until I read that. I have to read the sea buckthorn berry. Raspberry seed oil, safflower seed, and tomato seed oil.
What's important about that one, what's really neat, is that it's all plant-based. So like if your doctor has said to have fish oil, you have to worry about the quality of the fish oil that you're getting, whether I know you've heard of people with who take fish oil and have fishy burp. That's because the oils are rancid, and so they've probably bought it off of the shelf at Walmart or something like that. So you have to worry about the rancidity of the product, and also the toxins and the metals that are in the fish that they're farming to get the fish oil. So with these, all of the oils are taken from plants. They say we skip the middle fish and go straight to the plants and to the algae that the fish eat in order to get those oils.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's the only questions I have.
Those are good ones.
Are you still on there, Kristen?
She's on mute.
Yeah, I hear. I see. Okay.
I'm here. I'm just trying to minimize the background noise.
You're
So
fine.
Kristen, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I can say that I've been doing this for about a month and a half, and I can tell a difference in my energy level. I didn't think that I could until I quit taking it for a few days, and then I was really wiped out and I wanted it back. So I can tell a difference in my energy level. And like I said, with the kids, they just love eating them. So I can tell a difference there.
Good. That's wonderful. That's great to hear. That's how we like to help people.
So we are very connected with Kristen. So if you all think after this call's over, if you all think of other questions, feel free to ask Kristen. She can get in touch with us easily. We're here to support her every step of the way. She's never alone in this process. So we'd love any referrals that you have to help Kristen get going. Any ideas? I mean, this is more of explain what we've got and just to help her, because it's our entire motto for the company is inspire healthy living around the world. So to get around the world, we need referrals.
Okay.
So anything else, Valerie, you want to add?
No, thank you all for coming and taking the time. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We appreciate it.
Good to meet you all.
Thank you.
Nice
Absolutely.
to meet you too.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.